Hey guys, so we're up with our weekly update on what's happening on the PSEi. As you all know, the threat and the negative effects of the coronavirus is still hanging on through all of our markets. It's not just in the Philippine markets; it's also happening in different markets around the world. So even if you look at other markets like the Dow Jones, you'll normally see it have some large steep declines, and then you see this price action for the week as well. And if you notice it, there's one thing that I'd like to highlight from what's happening in the Dow Jones as compared to what's happening also in the PSEi. If you look at it also, it had a large drop. Then a few days after, this was Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, and Monday. You see it start to consolidate. What do I mean by this? Of course, you have four red candles in the week, but what we do know right now is it's trying to form a base here, short-term base at the 6,739 level. Then it's forming a resistance at the 6,876 level. So this is a very thin range. If for those who are looking at it as a something that's tradable, it's not really that lucrative. It's just 2%. But what we do know is for the past week, every time the market tries to go around 6,738 or 6,740, we see a level of buying. And every time it tries to go near the 6,876 level, it has developed already a short-term resistance. As you all know from the previous videos, we have resistances that you could peg here also that will kind of block the PSEi from going higher. But um, it has to break past first the 6,876 level before it even has a shot to go massively up as well. And if you look at this, you will actually see that the underlying trend that's causing it to go down is still pretty much intact. If you notice and you connect these lines together, it's now trying to form its own semblance of a downtrend. As you see, the highs here continue to decrease, and you see the lows continue to decrease. So, what could possibly happen if a consolidation happens here, a short-term consolidation will happen. A possible narrative is it could go sideways here for a bit, and then two things could either happen. If there's something strong enough of a catalyst that could for example, the coronavirus, they find a cure, they find a vaccine, they see it sort of contained, and a lot of people have been pegging it that there's a lot of negative effects on the economy, not just in the economy, not just in the local economy, but also in the global economy. Please remember that factories in China are still closed. Please remember a lot of people won't be traveling this much, so you can expect uh, airline companies to be slowed down, and with that also you will see a lot of people lose their jobs because of it as well. And if you add to the mix the uncertainty that when a lot of people lose their jobs, they're not going to spend as much as well, so you will see global trade get hit. But aside from global trade, you will also see tourism also get hit. And if tourism, travel, transport gets hit, it will impact a large part of the population and the global economy as well. That being said, if the impact or the effect of this is not as bad as what everyone else thinks it is, then that could be some sort of an area where people start to bottom pick as well, and then we might see a reversal. However, please remember the name of the game is never about forecasting. The name of the game is just to take it as it is. So why am I saying this? The reason why I'm putting this all together is that if the PSEi breaks out from the 6876 level, then we see a breakout now, which will try to challenge the resistance here first, the 7,127 level, which could be a short term target also after the breakout of the 6876 level. However, if it fails, so if you bypass that level or you buy because of a breakout of that, if it does not break out from that level already and it might experience a correction from this level, this could be already a level for you to start to take profits as well. This could be a level for you to stay away from it. And if I hyperextend this downward trending line, one of the key things you need to watch out for if you want to see the market push up and go up is it must break out from this downtrend line. That being said, uh, if it breaks past this later on, then we might see a possible trend break from this downward movement that started November 6, 2019. So a couple of things you need to watch out for if you want to see it start to somehow, some way have a chance to reverse up. Number one, breakout from 6876. Number two, breakout from 7118. Number three, it must break out from this downtrend line which started since November last year. And the next possible resistance, should it break those levels, are this: you have 7.5, Then you have another one very, very far still at the 8,000 level. That's looking at it from a very, very optimistic level. Please remember, this is me saying that from that the 6738 level will hold. This is me saying that the 6876 level will hold. This is me I will break out from that and hold. This is me saying that we could break out from the 7118 level and also break out from the November 2019 downtrend. So there's a lot of underlying optimism for that to actually happen. However, if it does not go that way and it becomes from a more pessimistic level, please remember the underlying trend right now still is it's headed down, as supported even by all of the moving average that we've seen here. Even the shorter moving average, which is the 20-day that I normally use, is still pretty much bearish still. It's still placing us at the resistance at the 7,100 level. And if you want more confirmation, even if you use MACD is still bearish. It's still showing us that we should still stay away from the stock. GMMA is still bearish. Bollinger Band is also still bearish. While this is happening, money is still relatively moving out. If we look at the if you look at the ADX also, it's also negative. So a lot of the indicators that I normally use are still relatively bearish. Even the RSI is still oversold as well, meaning there's still a lot of heavy selling. So what that being said, there's still a bearish stance in the market. Now, here's the next scenario. What if the 6738 level does not hold naman? What if it does not do so well? And please remember this. I hope the explanation is good. No, comment below if you're learning. Comment if the explanation is clear. If it's not clear, I'm gonna try to make another video off of that. But just comment if you're learning. Put I'm learning in the description or in the comment box, or put it's clear if you think this is clear. If it's not clear, just comment I'm not learning anything, and then I'll try to make another explanation. I'll try to make it as laymanized as possible. As you know, the reason why I do this is I want things to be easier for people to understand. I want things to be easier for people to grasp, because at the end of the day, the reason why I create videos like this is I just really wanted stock investing to be easy and laymanized for people. I just want a normal person to succeed in life as well. Now, let's look at the 6738 level. So for the 6738 level, if that level does not hold, the underlying support levels that I mentioned on previous videos that I pegged is here. You have this level around the 6.5 or 6.495 level. Then the next possible support levels at the 6,000 level. Please remember, the last time we visited that was around the December 2016. It was one of the lows when Duterte was president. There were a lot of negative speculation in our markets. We hit that level, December 2016. Then another low point was January 2016. We hit the 6,000 level. But please remember, also, when we hit the 6,000 level, just for reference also, January 2016, the highest at that time was only 8,000. Then after that, we started to slid down. Also from here, the highest at that point was also 8,000. Then we also slid down. So the areas where we traced and retraced and we hit 6.5 and 6,000 both in 2016. The highest area where we were at that time was only 8,000, 8,100. If you will get and measure the peaks from that area, it was a 23% decline. From here, it was a 19% decline. If you measure where we are right now from the largest portion that where we from the largest area where we are already sitting around at a 25% decline. So just put everything into context. This is a very, very large decline already. We haven't seen this large of a decline from a very, 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 very long time. This one was a 20% decline from another high point. Even if you try to measure it and try to go back, I think the largest already that you could possibly see, this was already somewhere around 2013. I remember that it was around when foreigners started to sell because they thought our market was relatively expensive. So even if you go back in time, you will actually see this area, 15%. See this area, 16%. The largest that we were seeing was a crash already in 2008, 2009, where the markets crashed more than 50 plus percent. Other than that, this is one of the largest declines that we've ever seen since the last decade, or over for duration of this entire decade. So it's something that's different. It's something that we haven't really walked in. A lot of people are already saying that we are cheap, but what I want to submit to all of you is cheap can become cheaper. What I want to submit to all of you is that what used to be an area where there's a lot of people buying because there's a lot of uncertainty going on, more people will still want to sell, and more people still would want to get away from their current positions because of that. So I just wanted to alert you guys so you guys know what's happening. But again, at the end of the day, everything you need to know is found in the charts. Everything you need to know is found under the concepts and pretext of what technical analysis is telling us. So if you by the way, if you want to know more about everything that I'm talking about here, if you think all of the things that I'm sharing look like jargon to all of you, I want to invite you to all of my sessions about stock trading and stock investing, where the rudiments of technical analysis will be taught. I have the description down below. This is as raw as it can be. No, it's not. I'm. It's as raw as it can be. But the sessions will be this March. It's next week already in Manila. Next month we're having London. This May we're having Doha and Singapore. This June we're having Auckland, New Zealand. This July we're having Sydney, Australia, and on November we're having Tokyo and Dubai for all of our sessions as well. So links are in the description. But for those who want to learn from an online perspective naman, learning from the comforts of your home, if you don't want to go to those cities or you're busy or you're very, very far, I have online courses with Chinkitan. It's called Stock Market for Everyone. It's the basics of the stock market. Then I also have Make Money, Grow Money. It's a online course talking about entrepreneurship, business, and investing in the stock market. It's with Shadsi. All of the details are in the description below. Then I also have books available via Shopee. If you want to grab a copy of all of them, they're also in the description below. They're all about the basics of how you can win and trade in the market, starting from the basics of the market to fundamental analysis and true technical analysis as well. So there, just to recap everything that I said, basically, number one, the underlying trend is still bearish. Number two, all of the price indicators are saying that it's also bearish. Price and momentum indicators are saying that the market is bearish. Momentum indicators are saying that the market is bearish. Price and momentum indicators are telling that we're also oversold. So a lot of the things that are a bit scary for the market is still there. Not no one scary, but a lot of the things that are causing people to stay away from the markets are there as well. So if you want to, if you are a person who's a position trader, we don't have a reversal yet. So one of the things that you need to understand is you need to exercise patience and be in cash until a reversal comes in. If you are a quick trader naman, it's trying to hold the 6,738 level, but the range here is not as attractive. You need to have more breakouts so that the range where you can make money off the index is something that's generally good as well. If you're a long-term investor, and it's funny that I'm sharing about long-term investing and I'm using charts. If you're a long-term investor, um, the index is very, very low already. If you have money that you don't plan to touch for a very, very long time, if you have money that you can forego, meaning you're okay if it still declines and you can still sleep well at night and you're not planning to time the market with any respect, then you can start to put in your money as well, because it's a good time still to enter and position regardless of what's happening. So there, I hope you guys got a lot from all of this. I hope this is something that helped you. This is a very, 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 very raw vlog. No music, no editing, but I just wanted to give you as much info and data as possible in how you can trade the markets, because I don't know if I really believe that Filipinos deserve a lot more. That if you know how to utilize these down moments in the markets, it's what's gonna help you win. If you utilize these down moments in the market, it's what's gonna help you trade the markets also with confidence as well. And don't just use areas like this and times like this as as a time for you to be scared of what's going on, because there's so many opportunities around. Another thing that you can do is look for stocks that are moving different from the index, and that's how you can make money off of it. I'm going to make another video about that. I'm going to post that, I guess, maybe tomorrow already. Let's see if it's something that will that you guys can also spot and you guys can also use. But that's one. Look for stocks that are moving contrary to how the index is, or just wait for it. Just exercise patience, exercise discipline until you actually see things get better for the market as well, because we still need a breath of fresh air before things get better. But if there's one thing I know, when everything is at its bleakest, or before everything hits its bleakest, the market has already hit its bottom. So we don't know what the bottom is. What we do know is the PSEi is already cheaper. What we do know is this is one of the biggest drops that we've seen. At way Even if you stretch the market for more than 7, 8, 9 years as well, with the exception of the 2008 financial crisis. So I hope you guys got a lot from this. I hope this is something that helped you. I hope this is something that provided massive value to all of you guys as well. So comment below if you guys have any questions. Comment if you guys want to make specific videos, or comment if you guys want me to analyze particular stocks. Comment if you also like videos like this. No edit, no fluff, no background music, no sound effects, no anything as well. But if this is something that helps you, comment below. I want to hear your feedback if this format is something that's useful for all of you guys. So I guess that's it for now. This is Marvin Germa. I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon, guys, and God bless you all.